The following is a presentation of the Greater Ontario Hockey League.
Happy New Year, hockey fans! 2026 kicks off with another edition of the Battle of Perth, where the Stratford Warriors roll into the Steve Kerr for a matinee date with the Listowel Cyclones under the spotlight. Welcome to Listowel, Ontario, and inside the Steve Kerr Memorial Arena for today's GOHL Spotlight game, powered by Collins Clothiers, featuring the Stratford Warriors and the Listowel Cyclones. This afternoon, Listowel is excited to put the spotlight on their great community and highlight all of their billet families. This passionate community and fan base of Listowel loves hockey and has been the best seventh man you could ask for. The Cyclones have had 2 Sutherland Cups in the past 8 seasons, and the community support from this hockey town is a big reason why this franchise has been so successful. This franchise and league does not operate without the support from billet families who welcome in Cyclones players with open arms and help develop these young men into athletes both on and off the ice. For more on what this community means to these players, let's get to today's captain's comments, powered by Collins Clothiers, with Dylan Shibanowski, head coach Jesse Cole, and Stratford's Quinn Kipfer, who grew up just 20 minutes down the road from the Steve Kerr.
The community's great. Like, day in and day out, they show up, they cheer for us. It helps us a lot when we got a nice crowd, big crowd, they're cheering. Helps the team, helps all the players, and yeah, it's great.
I think for me, the best way to describe it is family. I think that's the way it's run here with the organization and the community. We're very, very lucky to have the billets that we have, the community support we have, the support from minor hockey, where they have been willing to forfeit some ice to let us practice during the winter weather here. And it's a community that kind of rallies around the team. And for this group here, what you want to see is the support you get when you're in playoffs, and that's the goal, to get there, and how they do really rally around it. And we're very, very fortunate to have the support, the help that we do. And I would describe the community, the organization, is one big family, which I really appreciate.
I love it here in Listowel. I came 2 years ago. We won the Southie, best time of my life, and from there on, it's just been the best. Starts from Kohler, day in and day out. He shows up 4 hours earlier than everybody. He's got video. He stays the night. It's just awesome. The team's great. It's like a family. Everyone's so tight. And yeah, it's just great organization. Everything's just great about Listowel.
I think a community is a big part of these kind of small town teams. A lot of passion behind it, and we'll see today, obviously, there's a lot of people behind Listowel Cyclones, and it just brings energy to every team. You want to play for your fans and have a good team every year and just be competing every year. So these communities, they kind of mean everything to the team. They keep them running, and it's a big part of what they are. It'll be high energy. Listowel's always a good team against us. They make the Steve Kerr a hard place to come into and make you earn your win. So we know that as a group, we're getting prepared, and we know it's going to be a fun and exciting game, especially with the community and everyone that they caught coming in today.
The Cyclones are coming off a strong finish to 2025, earning 5 out of a possible 6 points in their last 3 games. Trent Houghton for the Cyclones has goals in 3 straight hockey games. 13 points on the season. Houghton will look to keep his streak alive tonight and help Listowel find their first victory of the season over the Stratford Warriors. Leading this team offensively is Jordan Wisniewski, who starts 2026 on a 6-game point streak. The Mitchell native has 15 goals on the season for Listowel and is 1 goal shy of 10 power play goals in his GOHL career. In goal this afternoon, Ethan Kowach starts for Listowel. 7-12 record on the season, a 3.03 goals against average, and a .906 save percentage. On the other side of the ice, the Stratford Warriors are in search of a crucial 2 points on the road this afternoon. The Warriors enter a tight race in the middle of the Western Conference. Friday night, Cohen Galbraith had a terrific game, scoring a pair of goals in Stratford's 6-2 victory over the LaSalle Vipers. Those goals were his first and second of the season, to go along with 10 assists in 25 games this season for Stratford. Also finding success as of late for the Warriors is the Highland, Michigan native Evan Arnold, who has goals in back-to-back games. A 2007-born rookie this season, has 12 points as well for Stratford and will play on the right side this afternoon with Wildfog at Haylock. In between the pipes, Dave Williams sends out Gage Hurst to defend the visitors' crease this afternoon. Hurst was terrific the last time these two teams met back at the William Allman, where Stratford was able to get some timely saves from Hurst in a 3-2 shootout victory. From rides to the rink, healthy meals prepared by these billet families, or simply being there for a nightly conversation, billet families play a crucial role in players' development. Today's Spotlight game is all about thanking these fantastic billets and recognizing this tremendous community here in Listowel.
We've been very, very fortunate to have the people that we have over the years, and I know Sue works very, very hard. Our billets are great people. They take these kids in, they make it their own, and I know they're always together at one billet's house hanging out, and they take them in. And as a coach, you're very appreciative because we've got a lot of good players that wouldn't be here if we didn't have billets. So very, very thankful to them, and they've got a tough job to do bringing these kids in, and they do a great job of making them feel like part of their family and comfortable and happy here and part of the community of Listowel.
It's the third meeting of the season. Second time the spotlight shines bright on the Warriors and the Cyclones, and for the first time in 2026 at the Steve Kerr, I get to say Puck Drop is next on 519 Sports. Picked up by the Warriors. Back to the line, Hodge once more. This one stick handled out, and O'Donnell has a break. Here comes O'Donnell, right in on goal. O'Donnell with a forehand, tried to go 5-hole, but a better stop by Hurst. Picked up by Stratford. Elects to go to the opposite side, now to the near side as they work through the middle of the ice with speed. Takes the shot. Out front, Wildfong, and it's in. Wildfong gets the scoring going early, just 3.5 minutes in, and the Stratford Warriors open the scoring on the road on a Sunday afternoon here at the Steve Kerr. And Listy will race after it with Vandenberg collecting the puck, but a big hit as he gets stood up on the opposite boards by Matthew Blake. Cranny leaves it for the defenseman Wiles. Wiles from distance, he scores! From the blue line, Wiles ties the hockey game. A laser beam to the top left corner. And we're all knotted up at 1. And we're all knotted up 1-1 to get the atmosphere back inside the Steve Kerr. Pretty good crowd on hand for a matinee game as they honor the community and the billets of this great franchise. Back they come the other way, they score! Quinn Kiffer, an answer just 20 seconds later, and the Warriors back on top 2-1. O'Donnell, right pass, that one doesn't go. Turned over the other way, back comes Stratford in on goal to the backhand. What a stop, it's somehow not in the goal. Another great save, and absolute robbery as a madness scrum ensues. But the puck north of the goal line, and a tremendous stop from the Mississauga native Kawach. Picked up by the Warriors. Opposite side, they have some room here, and 9:10 to go in the period. Lead pass for Murphy. Murphy into the middle, great stick lift by Wiles, and a heavy collision in the opposite corner. Coming right in to defend his teammate, the Warriors going right after him. Dominic Marshall wants a scrap, and behind the play, down without a helmet right now is Galbraith. He's slow to get to his feet, still going at Howden, as they want every piece of him for that big collision in the corner, but nothing gonna come here. No penalty on the play either. Just a heavy hockey hit in the opposite corner with 8:58 to go in the period. Renault, he'll dump the puck in on his forehand. Blake tries to center the puck. Listy takes over though. Out front the shot, great stop. Hurst from point blank range. A tremendous stop from Hurst and the Stratford Warrior netminder. Playing in his hometown here is a big hit as he runs over the blue liner. Now puck to the near side. Try to work in the shot. Rebound out front. Oh, what a stop. Hurst with the leather. Look what I found on the doorstep with 4:43 to go. A tremendous stop from Hurst. Shot blocked. Ricochets toward the goal. They score! Right on the doorstep, O'Donnell, and it's a power play marker. Listy ties it back up at 2. The Elmira native, a big goal right on the doorstep. The assistant captain O'Donnell gets the second, all tied up at 2. Now it's poked to the near side. Heavy hit as DeBoer runs over his man Murphy on the near side. Marshall. Renault now. Heavy hit on Marshall. Picked up Galbraith. Galbraith back after taking that huge hit from Houghton in the far corner. Works in. The shot wide of the goal. And DeBoer. Crunched on the opposite side. Picked up by Listy as they work it out. Vandenberg. Fighting the bouncing puck. Another big hit as DeBoer throws another one, and now a penalty coming on DeBoer. Galbraith goes right at DeBoer as he wants a scrap. Cranny in there trying to pull Galbraith out of the pile, but the original call, it's coming against DeBoer as both arms of the officials went up. DeBoer heads off, and a head check against DeBoer sends Stratford back to the power play. Works it around. The shot, rebound generated, they score! Slattery able to tap it home, the rebound on the doorstep, and a 5-on-3 power play goal gives a 3-2 lead to the Stratford Warriors. Simple puck movement, batted home by Slattery on the rebound, and it's 3-2 Stratford. Back they come, Listowel, 5-on-4, 2-on-1 numbers if they hurry. Tried to get to the cross, near side, take it out, and he goes right into the goaltender. And you saw that one coming a mile away, an interference call as Wisniewski slides feet first right into Hurst. And a penalty incoming against the Warriors. Will play 4-on-4. Tried to find a lane through the middle of the ice. He takes over the puck again as Schmidt now overcross the blue line. Galbraith able to walk in, he scores! Galbraith, a goal, and he makes it 4-2. He's got goals in back-to-back hockey games, and the lead now to Stratford, a big 4-on-4 goal with 14 minutes to go in the middle period. Ed Cranny, referred to by his head coach Jesse Cole earlier, referred to as almost a Caleb Warren-like type player, and of course Caleb Warren, who spent years here, a former captain, has done tremendous things for this franchise, continuing to play with the Minto 81 to the OEHL. Just a great ambassador for hockey and a great individual. As that one to the opposite side. Picked up 2-on-1 for the home side. Near side, Middleton pulls the trigger, but up and out of play. I believe Hurst got a piece, but Middleton will want that shot back. Gets the one-timer. Broda leans into one. Bouncing puck. We're back to 5-on-5 as Houghton's out of the box. Middleton runs over his man. Picked up by Arnold. Arnold the shot. He scores. This one right through traffic. And he'll want it back, Ethan Kawach, but it's a 5-2 lead as Arnold capitalizes for the Warriors with 2:56 to go in the second period. Out it comes, Muzzle. Tries to get quickly on the puck, but it's played out Hodge, and now it'll be pushed forward. 2-on-1 back the other way. Stratford tries to get it out front, and it's an own goal. Goes off a stick and in. I'm not sure who's going to take credit for the Warriors, but it's a 6-2 advantage. A simple passing play out front, and it will be Galbraith who leads the line, his second of the afternoon, fourth of the season, and it's 6-2. Now Vader there for support, trying to peel that out. That's McGurn, still can't find it, and the captain has it here on the near side. Renault backhands it through the middle of the ice. Bank pass picked up, Vader has Schmidt with him. Schmidt and Vader. Schmidt the shot, a snipe, top right corner, it's 7-2. What a shot from Jonas Schmidt up top, right underneath the bar, and the Stratford Warriors up by 5, 7-2 under the road here on the spotlight. Here's Cranny. Cranny, dipsy doodles, near side, what a stop, rebound, doorstep, Cranny, it's in! It took a while to put it home, but they finally get back on the board. It's a 7-3 hockey game. Cranny gets credit right on the doorstep. Listowel makes it 7-3. A 2-on-1 followed up by Cranny. Hack, whack, put it in. It's 7-3. Wiles tries the lacrosse-style goal, but he gets absolutely ran over. The Stratford Warriors' third meeting of the season between these two hockey clubs. First trip here to the Steve Kerr, and it's a decisive 7-3 victory on the road to kick off 2026. These two teams will meet again back here in February, but for Stratford, a big 2 points as they climb up the Western Conference standings. A final this afternoon under the spotlight, 7-3 in favor of the Stratford Warriors.
It's great, obviously I started with a new line in 2026 with McEwen, Haylock, and Max Wildfong, and we've just been buzzing lately, and it just, once it's on my stick, it's off, and just reading and reacting.
It's good, yeah. Glad we're rolling into 2026 with 4 goals. Just excited to keep going.
He's a great guy. I mean, obviously at the start of the season, he could not bury, and look, and now he's 4. He's got 2 in each game, and he's just rolling now, and it's great. It's great to see. He's a hardworking kid and never stops.
Love the line mates, Murph and Dahmer. I've been playing with them for quite a while now. They're absolute workhorses. They give me the puck in the right spots, and I'm able to put it away. He's an absolute beast out there, day in and day out. Works hard at practices, scoring a lot of goals, got that finishing touch. Just as he scored here today, what did you have for breakfast? Some pancakes and maple syrup or what?
Oh, yeah.
I thought we had a pretty decent start, especially being our first game back from the break. A bit of a special teams battle there in the second. Kind of dug ourselves a hole, maybe a little bit of a bounce back in the third. But definitely first game back from the break there. We're just going to have to regroup and get back to work. We got a busy week. The community is the reason that these guys are able to play here in Listowel and play at this level of hockey, right? I mean, the support from the sponsorships, the billet families taking kids into their homes, it's a community-owned team, right? So to see the fans come out and give the support that they do, and then get the support, obviously, from the sponsorships within the community, that's the reason these guys are able to play at the level that they do right now.
I came in here as a 17-year-old, still fairly new to junior hockey, and you just kind of learn from the older guys, and playing here I got to play with a lot of really good hockey players and a lot of really good people as well, so just learning the ways of the game from those guys, and then getting to do it in a place like Listowel where the entire community is there for the team. You go on playoff runs and there's lines out to the road before we even get to the rink. It feels like a pro environment, and it's been a ton of fun. I mean, playing here and the stuff that the community gives us, like the support from the billets, the sponsors. I mean, our coaches put in crazy amount of time in preparation for our games, and obviously this beautiful arena we get to play in. So yeah, it's been a pretty crazy ride. I've loved every single second of it, and yeah, it's nowhere like Listy.
Yeah, I came in when I was 16 with Joe as well. No prior junior experience. I didn't know what it was like, didn't know what to expect, and then Listowel welcomed me with opening arms, all the billets, everyone in the community. They treat you like you're one of them right off the start. And growing up in a small town, that's how it's always been. So it was just nice to get that feeling of comfort here. And then you mix that in with just awesome teammates, awesome coaches that would do anything for you.
I love the Cyclones. They normally play Friday nights. It's great. You come up here, I stand with the same people, go in the Blue Cub room and meet some other friends that are up there, walk around, talk to my friends that are around the arena. I usually find some guys that I coached, and it's great. It's just a fun evening. It gives the community a bit of purpose. We come out to the games when we had our Cherry Cup runs and our Southern Cup runs. Heck, in the old arena, you'd line up 2 hours before game time trying to get into the old arena for our first Southern Cup run. It's just the community, as I said, supports the team supports the community, and it's just the executives do a fine job, and it just works. If you go back into history and the arena collapse in '59. And how the town came together at that time, and we got into the junior C level, and then did well in junior C and moved up to junior B, and it took the community and the team a while to get to the stage where we wanted to get to, and that was probably when Jason Brooks came in to be our coach and GM, and that basically turned the team around, and we haven't really looked back since then.
It started probably with Carter Coombs. He was my captain from day one. He taught me, just be a good person, be a good teammate, show up every day, work your bag off. And then, behind the scenes, people like Sue, you don't see the work they put in, you don't see the time and effort, the constant phone calls, trying to arrange everything, make sure everything's perfect, so when we show up the rink, it makes our job easy.
Yeah, for me, you play for a lot of coaches your entire life, and I think Jesse Cole is hands down my favorite coach I've ever played for, and I think a lot of guys that played for him would say the same thing. Does a lot, really good job of bringing the team together, and every year I've played here, we've got a really tight-knit team, and that goes a long way through a long season, going through adversity with each other. And yeah, all the coaches we've had, from goalie coaches like Lether to all the coaches, Hissy, Clates, Izzy, Lenny, all those boys.
Biggs.
Yeah, Biggs. All the guys that have been here have been amazing for us. It's pretty special to be able to come to the rink every day for as long as we have here and get to hang out with people you just like to be around. So yeah, it's been good.
All of them have done a great job getting better. I think, one of the biggest things from the start of the year to now is a coach is probably the trust factor, and the young guys have gone up to play in situations. I think Lyndon Cabral's been very good for us. He came in as a goal scorer, and we need him to score, but he's become a responsible player. Ryan Crandy's another player that has really come on. He reminds me a lot of Caleb Warren when Caleb played, and can play in all situations. So we've liked those guys a lot, but I think all the young guys have contributed and stepped up in their own way, which we like, and we're going to continue to need them to do that.